Hi guys. Hello. Hello. It's been ages. How is everybody? Hi Ella Rose. Hi Claire Louise. Hi Nat. Hi Rachel. Hi Sue. Oh, Sue's already sent me a super chat. Thank you, darling. Hi Nerios. Hi Sally. Hi Law91. Hi Miss A. Hi Hope. Hi Vicky. Hi the cat's meow. Hi Jade. Hi guys. I'm going to the top. All right, I'm going for the top. Here on my face. Hey, Laws, how can I stop putting everyone on pedestals when I'm an overgiver and people feel bad and feel like I have to be some certain way to be liked by people? Or if I don't do what they want, even if I don't want to, then they won't like me. And I will feel like I did something wrong or I hurt them for not giving them what they want or worry about other people's feelings before mine and think I'm rude if I just focus on me and think highly of myself and think I'm a bit more superior than others. I get that, Ella. I've used to do that a lot. Okay, so if you're a people pleaser or overgiver and you assume that you have to be giving all the time and that to focus on you more seems arrogant or you're being rude, okay, you're just not used to focusing on yourself. Now, when you were a kid, did you have a parent who constantly like made you do chores and made you feel like you had a certain purpose in the world, like to help, or you had to toe the line, or they were strict? It could be that. It could also be something where you just felt not good enough as a child, and so you were constantly trying to please people. It can also be that that's what you're rewarded for. So when you're a kid, you're rewarded for being good, and so you were constantly good all the time, and that's how you just figure that's how you show you're a good person. Okay, now the essential part of that is if I don't do this or I'm not like this, you won't want me, you won't like me, you won't love me, you reject me, da, da, da. Okay. So it's a whole lot of I'm not good enough thinking. So if I were you, I'd be really focusing on the banish the third party and I am chosen sleep tapes, the affirmations in those, because when you feel not good enough, then you'll put people on pedestals, you'll put them above you, and you'll compare yourself to other people, including girls, etc., in relationships. Think your person's going to cheat or leave you or reject you or whatever. Okay. And then you'll overgive in the relationship. You'll be putting them on a pedestal. You'll be the overgiver. And you've kind of elevated them in the relationship all the time purely from your overgiving, people pleasing nature. Okay. So try those affirmations. And when you're feeling like you're putting people's feelings before yours, start to really assess when you're doing that and kind of mute yourself and try and express what your feeling is if you can. So try and find your voice somewhere in there where you're not blaming people. You're just saying, I feel sad or I feel upset right now, and start trying to express yourself in the 3D as well can also help, darling. So focus on those affirmations and also start focusing on you, really work on that self-concept. And the more you build your self-concept up, the more you start feeling good enough, the more you'll stop that. The more you start building up you on a pedestal, the more you won't be bringing others down, you'll just be putting yourself up. Okay. HM, Loz, after 8 months, I finally got rid of third party for good. Oh, all I did was banish the old story, EFT tapping and script. I did refollow SP on social media, but I could feel myself slipping back into the old habits of checking his pics or obsessing over his followers. I've made too much progress to go back to basics, so I'm going to carry on focusing on me and he will be mine. Oh, HM, that's wonderful. Hooray, darling. Last of all, yes, guys, if you feel like sometimes the 3D is affecting you, like you will look at their socials and stuff, just avoid it. Just avoid looking at it. If you know it's going to trigger you again, you're going to go back down some rabbit hole you don't want to go down. Excellent, darling. Well done. Part 1, Claire Louise. Asking for a friend who can't join the live today because timing doesn't work. She's currently living with her SP in his flat in Spain. As she moved out from the UK to live with him, they've now separated. He's saying he doesn't want children, etc. And she's still currently living in his place, but he has said he needs to look for a place to move by the summer when her school term ends. She's learned all about law of assumption through me and is living in the end, but is struggling with what to do when the 3D is showing the complete opposite. Does she look for an apartment for herself anyway? She knows she'll end up together and have a baby with him too, but is worrying about age 40. But in practical terms, does she move out? Also, she's willing to have a baby on her own and go to fertility clinic, but is that messing in the middle? Any advice, please? Thanks, Loz. Well, tell her not to worry about the fertility clinic thing. A lot of people do that. Look, a friend of mine just did that, and she's always been someone who feared rejection. And I assume, I hate to say this, but I assume she had the feeling towards her 40s that it would never work out for her relationship wise, so this is the only option. Right? A lot of girls do that because their self-concept's so poor. And I don't mean this to be a bad, like putting a bad reflection on people who choose single IVF, but they can't possibly fathom the idea of finding someone, and they're in the state of fear that they never will, and so they choose that route because they feel it will never happen for them, right? So sometimes when their self-concept gets better, then they find someone afterwards. But anyway, just tell her that's about her self-concept. If she's thinking about that route, that's That's her feeling a bit unlovable and like, oh, well, if it's not this guy, it'll be no guy. So that's about her self-concept, right? So what she needs to focus on more than anything is her self-concept. She can focus on him and her together, but they'll just blow up again and be in fights again and not happy again if she doesn't fix herself. So if she feels not good enough to even be considering IVF single, I'm seeing here that she's obviously moved for him, doing everything for him. It's all about him, him, him. She's probably pedestaled him a bit, and she's feeling not good enough in herself, and that's what she needs to work on more than anything, more than focusing on the relationship with him. She needs to bring him back in with her good self-concept rather than the other way around. She's focusing on him too much, which is probably what happened in a relationship, which is why it fell apart, right? Tell her to watch it back, darling. Hi, Loz. Hope you're well. Hi, Nat. Bit of a strange one. So, no, my self-concept is definitely improved. So, I know my self-concept is definitely improved. I only affirm SPs a little bit, but it's definitely more self-concept. I'm not acting like a needy, pushy girl I was 12 months ago. Wonderful. But I was bored the other night, didn't want to over-text SP2, so downloaded Tinder again just to look. Well, I matched with a guy around the corner from me. So far, we text every day, and he is wanting a relationship. Of course, I still have very strong feelings for SP1, and I think he will always be my preference, but I have messed anything up. No, darling. I realized I don't even know if I have feelings for SP2. Love the attention from him, and he is fun, but I guess I'm over the friends with benefit talk, and I've been affirming I'm the loved and valued girlfriend. SP2 is definitely conforming more and more. He asked me last week if I met someone else, would I tell him or just ghost him, giving that great meaning. Well, that's great if he's assuming you're going to ghost him. He's like worried. Now, just have fun. If this other guy's great, then go and date him. Like, guys, you never know what's going to happen. You might find all the qualities in this Tinder guy that you didn't even imagine you would find in someone else, and you were looking for in another person because you had old story. You found it in a new person. Keep them all the options open, Nat. You just like they did in the 50s. What's wrong with that? They all had, guys that were all going out with 5 guys at a time, and then they would have to send a Dear John letter to all 5 and say, sorry, I'm marrying Harry. Why can't you do that? Just assume it's going to work out in a dream relationship, whichever. It doesn't have to be any specific one of them. Hi, Rachel. Someone sent me a super chat and it's just disappeared. Oh, I'll see it in a minute. Rachel, hi, Loz. I'm manifesting my SP, no contact, and I'm wanting to try dating Tinder again just for fun. Do it. For some reason, I suddenly hate dating apps. Is this because of my self-concept or because I'm living in the end with SP? It can be that you're living in the end, and so it just seems strange. Oh, just ruined my nail polish. Part 2, I'm confused because suddenly I just don't care about dudes anymore. Like I'm happy without them. That's your self-concept improving. I would love to be in a relationship. However, I can just be bothered with trying with men. Look, sometimes when your self-concept gets so good, you realize how much you were relying on them for your happiness and for validation before. And then when you're validating yourself, you don't need it. So that's how you feel, right? It's not often a feeling that happens. So don't worry about it, darling. And just assume that the Tinder thing is going to work out, or you're going to meet someone in life, or you're just in a lovely relationship, however it works out. Hi, sweet Angel Laws. Just wanted to jump in and say I'm all ears and ready for more of your wise and live chatting advice. Oh, Sue, and thank you for the super chat, darling. I love that pair. He's giving me a thumbs up this week. He was dancing last week. Thank you, Sue. And yours, hi, Laws. Heard from my SP again the morning after I came here talking about my concern about scaring off. Yes, I remember about the Pinterest. Lol, but the same thing happened. She messaged me Tuesday and a week's gone by, no message. I'm thinking hearing from her might be once a week thing. Well, then it will be. Stop saying that. We'll see what happens today. Still movement though, right? Lol, the real reason I'm here is part 3. How do I affirm someone else not wanting to retry with me? I asked because a couple of weeks prior to my SP messaging me, I started dating my ex-wife. This happened after she was pretty upset about me not seeming open to the possibility of us again, giving me ultimatums regarding living situations, custody of our child. I got caught up in 3 and decided to try again with her. Even though I know I'm not in love with her anymore, I still care about her though. We agreed on giving ourselves 3 months to see where we are while going through couples therapy and different exercises. I feel guilty for being hopeful, seeing movement with my SP while trying with my ex-wife. But honestly, I want my ex-wife to feel secure to move on from me and find someone who feels her while things between us stay peaceful and amicable. So you don't want her. So why? So you're just trying for the sake of keeping her happy? Are you an overgiver there, Nereos, or something? You're just doing it to keep her storm or keep her happy? Or why are you doing that if that's not what you want? Just see the outcome that you want, that she's happily with someone else and you're happily with someone else. Like imagine that end, whatever end you want. What you do in the 3D doesn't really matter. You can be going to the therapy and stuff like that. But if you're doing it just to please her, try and stop your people pleasing tendencies if you can. Or if you're just doing it to try, then do it. And then it might, you never know. You might decide that that's the relationship you want. You can see her differently and she'll change into your dream person, even though she's the old person. You never know, darling. Hi, Loz. Could you explain feelings? I'm not getting my head around it. In recent weeks, I've manifested a friend from 10 years and 2 years to get back in touch and another friend to unblock me. So I don't doubt law of assumption at all. I've not seen movement from SP like I have with friends, but I'm not feeling anything. But with the friends, I just had thoughts and not feelings also. You don't need feelings to manifest, okay? The feeling of it is done is what you need. Completion, it is done. Okay, that's why I say live in the end. So the only feelings you need is the sensory vividness that it's done, right? Imagining it's done. So if you want to be back with your SP, you imagine their arms around you in bed, you imagine a scene implying you're together. That's the sensory vividness, using your senses. You don't need emotion, okay? That's some law of assumption crap. Law of attraction crap. Oh, not law of assumption, law of attraction, okay? You don't need feelings. The feeling of it is done. I am now the person I want to be. Now, if feelings come when you feel that way, that you are now the person you want to be, the person in a relationship, then if you feel joyous, happy, overjoyed, sexy, whatever, those feelings, great, but they're not necessary. They'll come with you imagining you are together, imagining you are now the person you want to be. Mhm. Hi, Liz, can you please yell at me to stop reacting to 3D? I can't yell at everyone, darling. I don't have enough energy. Look, guys, the 3D is old. Please go and watch Sasha at I Am Sasha Official. I know we're on YouTube here, but you guys, if you haven't gone on TikTok yet, there is an excellent creator called Sasha at I Am Sasha Official. And almost every day, one of her videos is a reminder that the 3D is laggy and old and creation of your previous thinking. She's really good at not focusing on the 3D reality. Go and watch Sasha's videos because I don't say that enough, and her videos are really focused on that. And whenever we have chat, she's always saying that to me, and I'm always like, oh yeah, right? It's a reflection of your old thinking. It's like yelling at a mirror. Would you go and yell at the mirror? That would be weird, wouldn't it? Go and watch Sasha's videos. Part 1. Hey, Loz. So, for a bit of context, I'm currently manifesting SP to commit to me from Friends with Benefits, and I'm feeling amazing. Last few weeks, on Thursday, I saw him, and he said he loves me. He never said that before, and I nearly cried with joy. When the next day, I'm pretty sure a girl went to his house, so I texted him about it, and now he's ignoring me. Haven't spoken since. Oh, I don't know what to do. I feel so heartbroken. I know it's me who caused this. I'm so annoyed at myself because everything was going so well. This has happened before, so I know it's me not feeling chosen. You know, why did you even assume that girl was anything? Could have been his cousin for all you know, darling. You're reading into it. I've been trying to give a good meaning, such as it was only his friend. Exactly. But how do I take my focus off it and get back into the state of I'm the chosen one, the girlfriend? I'm trying so hard not to be triggered the way I used to be, but my self-concept has improved so much that I know I'm worth more now. Is it just old thoughts? I'm confused. I don't want this with him. Right. How you got yourself from Friends with Benefits in the first place is feeling unchosen. So the fact that he said I love you and all that, that's great. But then if your fears kicked in after that, then you literally manifested someone just showing up at his house. Like, oh, I hope this lasts. I hope you really meant that. Or whatever you were thinking after he said it. Okay. So sometimes things feel like too good to be true. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this is actually working. And then your fears will start kicking in because your brain will go, oh no, this can't be true. He actually said he loved you. Oh, surely this can't be true. He was a player before. Next minute you'll see player right there in front of you, right there in front of your reality the next day. Okay. Decide that it was just you reading into it. Decide it was just a friend. Decide that. Have that new story, darling. But you've got to realize it's the old you playing out, the old thoughts you had about him playing out, the old thoughts you had about yourself being unchosen playing out now. Now focus on the new you and focus on the new him. Forget what you saw. Oh, who's in me a super chat? Who's this? Hi, Jenny. My SP was so lovely to me last Friday when we met, but he didn't write me on my birthday, and that made me really sad. Oh no, Jenny. Oh look, birthdays are just such a bitch. That's happened to me, and it's so hurtful. And you get to like midnight and you're waiting at your phone. You think, what? It's awful. Okay. I know how that feels. Darling, look, the way I think about it is this now. Like Prince said, you know, the singer Prince, he said when he was alive, you actually only have one birthday. It's just the day you're born. That's it. What are these days we have? There's just a day. There's only one day of your birth, right? So try and see it as any other day and try not to give that meaning, all right? Because sometimes we put big meanings on days like Christmas and events and birthdays, and then we get really upset. So get rid of the idea that that means something that he didn't text you on your birthday, okay? If he was lovely to you, go with that story. Focus on that story and forget the birthday stuff. It's just a day. It's just any other day, all right? And try and focus on the new relationship and the new interactions you want with him now as a lovely guy who treats you beautifully, and forget all about the birthday stuff. Focus on the future and what you want rather than what's happened. Okay. And if you're feeling sad, well, focus on the him that you want, the version of him that you want that's lovely to you, sweet to you, caring, in a relationship, all those things, and figure out what self-concept fears are causing you to push him away. Have you gone and figured out your self-concept stuff, or are you focusing too much on them? Because sometimes, guys, you guys are focusing too much on them still. Have you done my sleep tapes? Go and do those and watch all my Manifest Person series in my YouTube, okay? If you've got any more to add to that, Jenny, just add some more, but don't super chat me. Just add it down here, okay? If I've answered your question. What do you want, sir? You're young, your head off for no reason. I just gave you food. Hi, Loz. Was listening to your banished third party affirmations last night. Had a dream about SP and third party, and I've been thinking about third party a bit and there now, here and there now. Do you think that's my mind playing tricks on me? Yes, it can be. Trying to get me to remember the old story and bad thinking again, sleeping affirmations. Yes. Look, those sleep affirmations really affect me not so great, especially the I am chosen ones, because my brain does not want to hear those I am chosen affirmations because they're my particular affirmations, right? It doesn't like it. I can sound like a demon. I'll turn my phone down. I do all kinds of things not to hear it. You might have dreams presenting the third party to you in your dream to say, hey, bitch, no, remember there's a third party. Don't get your hopes up. Like a warning. Like your brain will give you all kinds of ways to warn you to try and keep you safe, including shitty dreams. All right. Some people do get nightmares doing the sleep affirmation. So don't worry about it. It's just your brain trying to keep you safe. Okay, you banish that bitch in your mind. You keep doing the sleep affirmations and don't worry about what your mind's doing. It's a motherfucker. Okay. Hi, Vicky. Hi, got me out. Oh God, this just jumped. Hang on. Where's the other super chat I missed? Oh, Rachel. Affirmations for third degree burn healing and decreased swelling. Trying not to freak out. Oh no, darling. Okay. Whenever I ever burn myself, I go back and revise it, and I swear to you, I never have a mark on my body. Okay. So I want you to go back to the scene if you can, if it's not too traumatic, and imagine it didn't happen the way it did. So say you spilt hot water all over yourself. You had a pan and you're putting on the stove and it spilt. Imagine you got it in time and you put it on the stove and you missed your body, or it landed on the floor and it missed you. Okay. And then loop that scene over and over in your mind as if that happened, that's what happened. Okay. Then as you're putting the cream on yourself, imagine the scar or whatever, or the burn is not even there. And you just say, my complexion is perfection. My complexion is perfection. My complexion looks as it always did. Okay. My complexion is so lily white. It's so alabaster. I have a beautiful tan. I have no scars. My perfection. My skin is perfection. My skin is perfect. Right. As you're putting the creams on. Right. Try not to imagine there's anything wrong with you as you're doing it. Or if you can't do that, look at it and go, okay, there's a scar here. This scar is going away. Every time I put this on my skin, it's making the scar go away. Okay. Also, when I had the cat walk across my skin and rip my chin open, I was putting on this stuff called Stratamed. I think it was called Stratamed. And it was like a silicone gel. And every time I would put it on, I'd be like, my skin is perfection. My scar is going away so quickly. I have no scars on my skin and my scar is completely gone. And the cat ripped my face open. Okay. So whatever you're doing, either imagine it's going away or it's gone. Okay. And no swelling. And go and revise it if you can without reliving it. Hi, Loz. Me and SP aren't in a relationship again, but he's back in my life consistently. I bought a dream car yesterday and he asked me if he'd come pick it up with me. We spent all day together. Oh, that's lovely, darling. Don't worry about the relationship part. Slowly, catch your monkey. Don't push it. Sometimes, guys, when you want the relationship back again, you push it or you bring up things or you try and have a conversation, you have the talk and you fuck it. Okay, because you're in the state of, I want it back to the way it used to be. You've got to imagine it's back to the way it used to be in your mind. Okay, don't push it in the 3D. So look at everything they're doing, okay, as proof that you're back together and it's better than ever. Okay, I know when my SP and I got back together, he went and did the test drive of my new car with me and all those things. And I was saying in my mind, this is proof that we're back the way we were. We're back, like, you know, and I was using that as proof in my head of like, oh, this is proving that we're just back in the relationship we were before, even though we hadn't had the discussion whether we were, right? Okay, use that as fodder. But like, of course we are. You don't need the verification in words from them. Okay. The settlement with my ex has been to court, all approved as well, was done in 20 days instead of the 6 to 8 weeks it was told. My lawyer was shocked. She has never seen it processed so fast. Oh, wonderful that you did that. Davina, hey, Loz, SB and I great. He told me he loves me, but he hasn't cut it off with third party shit. Don't worry about it, darling. Help, please. We would be together and be perfect. It wasn't for her. I am prepped to be yelled at. Don't worry, darling. Look, just banish that bitch in your mind. Just imagine she doesn't even exist. Imagine she was hit by a bus. I don't care what you do to imagine her not there, but you're keeping her there by imagining her, by talking about her, ruminating about her, even asking questions about her. You're keeping her there. Really. If you were married, would you be concerned about her? She would have gone. Every time you think of her, banish her like she doesn't fucking exist. She's Voldemort. She's she who shall not be named. All right? Hi, Mello. Hi, Topaz. Hi, darling Loz and friends. Happy terrific Tuesday. Oh, had a heart-shaped balloon on my balcony this weekend. Woke up to my dog outside barking. Went to check birds for land psychic, who is a Good reader said, great things. She picked up on my self-concept too. Oh, wonderful, Jade. Look, guys, give everything good meaning. Like I say, don't look at signs, but I do sometimes see things. I go, well, I've taken that as a sign. You know what I mean? Do it. If it helps you, fucking do it. I'm a bit confused about the purge. Is it the same as old thoughts showing up in 3D? Yes. Also, are you doing merch yet? I actually looked at the merch stuff today because YouTube has a different merch store set up than what I was going to use. I was going to use Printify, but after I get the Soul Concept course out, guys, I promise you I'm hiring my designer and he's already said yes to doing it. I just need to give him the designs. I promise it's coming soon. The purge, look, it doesn't necessarily have to happen. I've seen a lot of really fucking dumb videos recently on TikTok about bad things have to happen before good things happen, or the purge has to happen, or this is how your manifestations show up. This is how it happens. Is it, bitch? Well, are you in my fucking subconscious mind, you dumb bitch? How do you know how it's going to show up? You don't. Stop making stupid videos about this is how it's going to happen. It's not how it's definitely going to happen. Some people have a purge. Some people have a whole lot of shit happening that looks bad before good shit happens. Some people that never happens to. Sometimes it's a bridge of incidents. Sometimes nothing shows up that your old thoughts and it's all new thoughts. It's different for everyone. But if you focus on bad shit happening, more fucking bad shit will happen. Stop saying there's a purge and it won't happen. Damn, most you all will have 3 party problems. Mine's just off the map. Oh, just imagine they're off the map, guys. Exactly. Best tips for getting rid of the old story. I think I have a story where the SP is too scared, keeps putting off the third party. Well, then get rid of that. If that's a story, Davina, that's the problem. I've been affirming though. Good. I haven't viewed his social media, so I have no idea of his status because I'm scared what I'm about to find out. We haven't been in contact for 4 months, but I'm not giving up. Guys, if you're scared about what you're going to find out in the social media and that's why you're avoiding looking at it, guess what? When you go and look at it, there'll be a girl. It's happened to me before. And then it wasn't even a girl that they're with. I just saw a photo and freaked out, right? You can read all kinds of shit, but your brain will manifest that. So stop thinking that's what's going to happen when you look. You don't have to look. I'm just saying stop imagining that. Your imagination manifests. Hi, Denise. Hello, Loz. I told him that I need time to grow. I have to focus on me and feel secure, love, chosen, and one and only. I am reprogramming mind and ready to break my old pattern. I took this as BOI, Bridge of Incidents. All right, darling. Well, that's what you need to do. Go ahead and do it. Hello, Loz. It seems like ages since I've seen you live. It's so lovely to see you. I had a work interview yesterday and was super nervous, still affirming that I already have the job, though. Good, darling. Imagine you have it. Imagine it's in the bag. Imagine working there. Hi, Loz. How are you? I'm wondering if you have any tips on manifesting physical changes. Imagine seeing yourself in the mirror with that new physical change. Okay? Imagine your body as you want it to be, your skin as you want it to be. And if you can't look at it, just imagine it in your mind. Imagine your tiny waist. Imagine your beautiful skin. Imagine no acne. Okay? And say the affirmations that would go with that, like I have such clear skin, my waist is so tiny, etc. Hi, Loz. First time in your live. I have an SP and he blocked me about 30 days ago. This literally makes zero sense to me. There is literally not one single reason I can come up with why he blocked me, but 30 days I'm starting to think I lost him forever. I feel angry, disrespected, and confused, like he doesn't care about my feelings because I would never have done this to him. Look, that's happened to me. And sometimes you think, I have not thought one single thought that would cause this. And if you really investigate, you'll find it. If you really investigate what you really think of them or men or you, you'll find why that happened. Either you're scared of being rejected, either you're worried that you said something wrong, that you did something wrong, that you shouldn't have texted them, that you over texted, that you over contacted, that you did too much, that you were too keen. What were your fears before that happened? Investigate that and you'll figure out why. And stop blaming it on them because they're only reflecting you. So you've got to figure out what in you caused the blocking. It's not them doing it, you caused it. I had that happen recently to me, and I made the discovery that it wasn't what I thought about them, it was what I thought about myself, which was I upset people. Then they got upset with me, right? And I just have a natural assumption that there's something wrong with me and therefore I do things wrong, and that might be upsetting someone or causing a fight or getting someone getting triggered. Then they got triggered. But it was my assumption about myself. So what's your assumption about yourself that caused the blocking? Not even about them. What's the assumption about you? Because it's always about you. Okay. And don't feel angry at them. You caused it. Hello. I'm breaking someone else's relationship for the sake of getting him. Is it worth it? I didn't know before that my SP is in a relationship and now they're having issues as I am affirming. Is it worth it? How do I know if it's worth it? Darling, that's up to you. If that's an ethical or moral issue you're grappling with, I don't know. That's not up to me to decide. But you can just see yourself with him together and then you'll be together. Guys, go to the end and hurt no one. Hi, Loz. Please can you advise about health affirmations? I'm sure I'm doing them right. Just need more inspiration. I'm perfectly healthy. Every cell in my body is perfectly healthy. I trust my body knows how to rejuvenate itself overnight. My immune system is so strong and efficient, it's protecting me from any harm. That's wonderful. Isn't it wonderful to have a healthy, beautiful body like mine? Every cell in my body is vibrant and full of life. They're wonderful. They're great, darling. Make them into a sleep tape. Record them in your phone, into your voice memos, and then put it on loop in VLC and listen to it all night. Also, there's the Joseph Murphy healing affirmation on the Nevolution channel. I think it's on Nevolution 2 here on YouTube, and she plays it all night. It's a big, long healing affirmation by Joseph Murphy. Play that all night while you sleep. But say those. They're great. Thank you, Georgia. Oh, thank you for the love hearts and the super chat. Thank you, darling. You have a question? Or did I answer it already? Hang on, guys. Where am I? Kez, hi Loz, how do I live in the state of wealth? I have no money for food and bills, so struggle to live as if I had plenty of money. I understand that, darling. Okay. Is that it? All right. Every night you go to bed, imagine having a full belly in the morning with breakfast. Imagine feeding your kids really easily. Imagine going to the grocery store and shopping. Imagine filling up your card. Imagine you don't even have to look at the card when you swipe it, right? You never look at your bills. They're always pages writing paid. Everything's paid. Have imaginary scenes like that and go to bed every night as the person who has the money. And every day, wake up in the morning, do one of my wish fulfilled or wake up in the morning meditations on my YouTube, and wake up every morning in the state of wealth. I have everything I need. I can afford everything I need. My children are always so well fed and clothed. I never want for anything. My children never want for anything. I have more than enough. I always am given money, finding money. Money comes to me out of the blue. Be really in the state as you fall asleep and as you wake up every day. And it doesn't matter what's happening during the day. I just want you to do it at night and in the morning, at night and in the morning. And whenever you're in the day worrying about it, go back to those scenes, go back to those affirmations, okay? And stop being triggered by the 3D as much, if you can help it. Can we stop affirming and just be in the state of knowing it's coming? Absolutely. That's the aim here. A lot of you can't. That's why you affirm. But if you can do that, that's a Sabbath. Fucking do it. Hi, Loz. How do I manifest passing all my exams and finishing my degree? Isn't it wonderful that I've passed my degree? Isn't it wonderful I'm no longer a medical student, I'm a doctor? Go to the end. I passed my exams with flying colours. They were piss easy. I'm a graduate of. Hey, Loz, if I'm anticipating returning to someone next month, should I start affirming that it all went well now or close to the time? Now. I expect it to manifest if you're not manifesting it now. You're going to manifest it now as if it's already happened, please. Bobbit, I've stabilized and chopped SP down and moved on with my life, but I keep having dreams of her breaking up with me. She lost me. What? Dreams of her breaking up with me? So you don't want her anymore or you do, Bobbit? I'm confused. Well, get rid of those dreams. Stop thinking they mean anything. Or if you have them, just laugh them off. Manifest my husband broke up with third party, but now all I can think about is them getting back together. Help, please. Well, then they will, Diane. Sorry to scare the shit out of you, but you haven't worked on your self-concept. So you're obviously not focusing on you. You're focusing on third party, apparently. Apparently it's all third party's problem. Third parties turn up because you feel other girls are competition, you feel not chosen, you feel not good enough, Diane. Are you working on that? Because if you've got this fear they're going to get back together, you can manifest all the third parties away, but your fear of I'm not chosen, I'm not good enough will run you, and then another one will show up, or you'll have constant fears that one will. You're not working on you, are you? That's why. Thank you, Loz. Yes, I'm doing a sleep tapes during the day, and I thought I'm on point with my self-concept, but I think my focus was too much on him in the last days. It can be, guys. Just focus on you more. Hi, Loz. Manifest everything going to shit. I love with SP, but he's been cheating and lots of third parties. What do I do? You're not working on your fucking I'm chosen either. Guys, if there's third parties, if there's cheating, if they're not choosing you and choosing others, or you can't trust them, there's either a whole lot of trust issues in you or a whole lot of I'm not good enough issues. Which is it? Work on those. Guys, it's never about them. You've got to understand the very core of all my teachings is, and what Neville said and what Joseph Murphy said and what Abdullah said is, you are the only cause. It's not about them. What to do is figure out what in you is causing you to force him to be with other people because you feel not enough. You feel not chosen by them. You feel like other girls are better than you, etc. The more you think that, the more they'll choose others. Simply how it works, and they have no choice but to do that and perpetuate the story you're holding in your mind like, I'm not loved, I'm not good enough. Do I have to continue to affirm my SP after we get back together? Well, it helps, guys, because otherwise you might go back to the old thinking and the old you and the old self-concept and it goes to shit. Or you're just in the new state of you and it's all tickety-boo and it's all great and you don't have to affirm shit. It's up to you. How fearful are you feeling? Are you convinced you're the new you, or are you fearful still? If you're still fucking fearful or thinking old story thoughts about them, I'd keep affirming about you. Hi, Alexa. How should you react if you know your boyfriend is lying to you? Is it okay to confront? Where are you getting the story that they're lying? Were you abused as a kid? That's where that's come from. Or you had a household where someone cheated, or you had a household where your mum snuck around and looked at your dad's phone and didn't trust him, or told you men couldn't be trusted, or a whole lot of shit. How do you know they're lying? Guys, you will manifest them lying if you've got massive trust issues. Go and confront them all you like, darling, but it's your trust issue. And you might find out that there's nothing they're lying about, and they're going to think you're the world's most triggered bitch because you've assumed lying. This is called the law of assumption. Are you assuming they're a liar? Well, guess what? They'll turn out like that. That's about you not being able to trust people. Go and confront them all you like, darling, but you're not fixing you. And nothing will change. And they'll just probably break up with you or think you're a nut or have an argument with you because you confronted them based on your triggers. Huh? You better be fucking 100% sure they're actually lying. And then what? This is about your mind, guys, not about confronting. I don't tell anybody to go and confront people. That's doing shit in the 3D. This is manifestation. Imagine they're not a liar. Imagine you can trust them. Imagine they come to you and be honest about what happened and you've resolved everything. Do it with your mind. Don't confront people. Fuck me. Hi, Nishka. I'm an 18-year-old girl who's never been in a relationship. Don't worry, darling. I like people who didn't like me. My mum left and cheated on my dad when I was a kid. I now like a mutual friend. How do I manifest him? Okay. So if your mum left and cheated on your dad, okay, you're probably going to assume that people leave or people can't be trusted, okay? Or that if your dad wasn't good enough, like, and he wasn't chosen, then maybe you won't be chosen, right? And if your mum left and left you and abandoned you, that will make you feel not good enough. Like, my mum didn't even want me. My mum didn't stick around. Why would this guy want me? Why would this friend want me? Right? And then you'll friend zone yourself. You'll fall in love with friends and you'll be the non-chosen person because you'll feel like your mum didn't choose you. Your mum didn't choose your dad. So why would I be chosen? Right? Unfortunately. So what I want you to do is go and write a letter to your mum. Don't have to send it to her. Writing down all the feelings you feel about that situation and what happened, how it made you feel then as a child and how it makes you feel now. And get all your feelings out and read it out to her as if she's sitting in front of you. Get all your feelings out and then decide, I'm a girl who's chosen. I am good enough to have a beautiful relationship. I know I've never had one, but I'm going to imagine what it looks like now. And then I want you to write the beautiful relationship, a story of the beautiful relationship with your person, and write the story, everything it would be like, how they treat you, how beautiful they are to you, what your relationship looks like, and then imagine that's true and imagine you're with that person. Okay? And banish all those horrible thoughts from childhood that you're not chosen or things go wrong or people leave, any of those things. Okay? And go and do the affirmations in my I am chosen sleep tape. Okay, darling? That answer your question? My mum died of cancer last year. Oh no. And frequently I wake up crying from my dreams. As in my dream, she said her cancer has come back. Is there any affirmations that can help me, please? Oh, darling. In my dream, she said her cancer has come back. Is there any affirmations that can help me? Look, darling, maybe that's just your mind trying to keep your mum present in your life. You know what I mean? Like, even if in the morning you've had a nightmare about your mum, just decide that that was her visiting you in your dream and she was there. You know what I mean? Or it's your mind trying to remind you of your mum. Okay? And just be like, I don't need any nightmares anymore. I know she's always with me. I don't need to have bad dreams. I'm going to have good dreams about my mum from now on. She's going to be present with me all the time and I'm going to have good dreams and see everything in a good way about my mum and have good memories. Right? Start saying maybe those things about it, darling. Okay? And feel the grief, darling. Feel that sadness. Feel the feelings. And talk to your mum because they're still around, darling. You just can't see them, okay? I know that's no consolation, but it's true. Seeing lots of small movements. Old fling, clean my kitchen and bought dinner. Old SP start texting again. Current SP, not so much movement, but he's got issues with this. But he's got issues with SP for sure. Well, if you think he's got issues, then he'll have issues, Carly. Wouldn't have believed if any of it's happening just a couple of weeks ago. Can't wait to see what happens when I really get myself concept my point. Wonderful, darling. Well, it's all being reflected by the people you don't like. You just got to get rid of the story that the SP's got issues. That's the problem. Guys, if you think they've got issues, they'll show up with a fucking Vogue subscription full of issues. Okay? Hi, Loz. How can I help someone who is bipolar? She stays up for up to 48 hours sometimes and is slightly paranoid. Well, stop saying she's got bipolar. Stop saying she's paranoid. Stop saying she stays up all night. See her completely differently. It will change. Guys, stop seeing them that way. Oh, they got bipolar. They do this. They're like this. Like, my dad's staying with me at the moment, and for the first week, he was driving me fucking bonkers, and I had to start imagining Like, he helps me in the house. He's so helpful. He doesn't complain all the time. He's so apologetic. I had to start saying things. I was starting to get really frustrated in the 3D with him because he's driving me nuts because he's been here so long and I'm just not used to having someone in, a parent in the house with me. I had to use my mind. Stop seeing them that way. They'll turn up that way. Okay. And he lost his keys today and I had to imagine the keys back as well. Found them in 5 minutes after I did it. We were searching and then I was like, why am I searching for keys? Why don't I just imagine the keys? As I was coming back from searching for the keys, I just imagined the keys. I said to him, what do they look like? I told him to explain them to me. I said, exactly the color of the key. I said, describe them to me. And 5 minutes later, I found them. I don't know why I wasted my time searching for them. I should have just imagined them. Thank you, lots. Good, Ruby. Hi, Marie. Hi, Loz. Just wanted to share some good news. Been manifesting loads of stuff recently. New job with an even better salary than I thought. New dream flat, a holiday, and new potential SP. Oh, Marie. Old SP will have come back at some point too. He's got no choice. Wonderful. Of course, I have no choice. Wonderful, darling. Congratulations. You did all that. You're so beautiful, Loz. Oh, Brit, thank you so much. Thank you, darling. Wouldn't have believed it. Okay, Carly saw that. Hello. Got a text from SP within 2 days of specifically thinking cannot sleep until he messages me, and it happened that night. Oh, I can't sleep until he messages you. Wonderful. Looking forward to seeing the results of my new inspired thinking. Thank you. Wonderful, darling. All right. Great. Think before the blocking, I was fearing he was going to leave again because in the past he told me he loved me so much but couldn't be with me because of cultural differences. Well, there you go, Kano. So it's not their fault, is it? So why are you angry at him? Now you've discovered what the cause was. Stop fucking thinking that. Start saying cultural differences don't matter. He loves me. He's going to be with me by hook or by crook no matter what anybody says. Is it possible for me to manifest my SP back and unblock me? Just imagine you together. If you're together, you're unblocked, aren't you? Be a very strange marriage if you're walking down the aisle and you get there at the end of your wedding and you say to him, would you mind before we go through the vows, can you just unblock me on all the socials? And you know what I mean? Of course you're unblocked. Imagine yourself together. Imagine constantly contacting you. Get rid of that cultural differences bullshit thinking. Hi, Jean. Hey, Loz, how are you, beautiful? I just got home, went on a date with my SP. Oh, did you? I was buying ice cream from DQ and the cashier told me we look good together. That was one of my affirmations. Oh, lovely, darling. Going on dates with the SP. Wonderful. No abuse or lying in my household. Just something came to light. I do affirmations again, but I was just wondering. Thank you. Okay. But something came to light while I said that. Okay, good. It doesn't have to be abuse, but if you don't trust people, it can be that. Or it just means you just don't feel good enough, don't. I'm living the best relationship ever with my SP. I'm manifesting clear skin, money, and being accepted in my dream school. Everything is going great. Thanks again. You helped a lot. Oh, Cassandra, wonderful. Dear Lord's got SP back, and he says he's not ready for a relationship and doesn't want to leave me on. Don't worry about that part, darling. He thinks I deserve better. Boring. Just think boring when he says that stuff. I know the way this is going to turn out. You're giving me the boring story. You're giving me the old story. I'm bored by this fucking old story. Oh, yawn. That's what you're going to think when any shit like that comes out their mouth. You're going to think, oh, wow, I used to think that, didn't I? I used to think he had issues or he thought I was on a pedestal or he thought I was better than him or he didn't want me or he doesn't love me or he didn't want a relationship or he's a fuck boy. He's just playing that out. That's the old him. Think that. Doesn't matter what they say. It's you out of their mouth. Did you think that before? Like you didn't want a relationship? That's why he said it. I'm watching your live whilst at work because I didn't want to miss it. Will you do any lives this weekend soon, Loz? Your lives always make me feel better. Thank you, Loz. So because my dad's been here, it's been really hard to do any lives. I've kind of avoided doing it because he's just so loud and sit here and just fucking be laughing and saying, oh, in the background. But I've also been trying to get the website copy done for Nahal. So this weekend I'll do Facebook Fridays again this week as well. But I will try and get back on TikTok this week, guys, I promise. Hi, Loz. The rental I live in has been sold. The new owner will be living in the house, not renting it out. I don't want to move. I'm stressed. What affirmation I say so I get to stay? I love this house. My landlord loves me. They don't want to live here. They don't want anyone to live here but me. They know I'm perfect for the house. They don't want to live here. That landlord doesn't want to live here. I'm a renter. He doesn't want to live in the house. He rents his house. This is an investment property for him or her. Mm-hmm. See yourself living there. I wrote that wrong. Sorry. He's got issues with the third party. That's a good thing. Oh, he's got issues with the third party. We'll just see you and him together and banish the bitch from your mind, please. Thank you ever so much, Loz. You cannot understand how much your affirmations have helped me through my healing. So we'll definitely add these, just like you mentioned. Thank you. Oh, wonderful, darling. Oh, good. Loz, do you believe in many realities and dreams sometimes allow us to view them? Yes, you can. Like, I don't know if you're having a premonition. You could be. Who knows what's happening in your dream? Who knows if you've jumped realities in your dream? I know people astral project sometimes in their sleep, so why couldn't you be jumping ahead to your new reality? Absolutely. I've seen in my new house, old house, most of the happenings are normal, but they're just not usually in my waking reality. I've been affirming for self-concept and want to go on a date with him, but we are friends. Oh, hang on. I'm reading two things here. I've seen in my old house, most of the happenings are normal, but they're not usually in my waking reality. Well, just give it good meaning, your dreams, darling. I've been affirming for self-concept and want to go on a date with him, but we're friends with benefits. Don't worry about the friends with benefits, darling. That's a whole lot of you not feeling chosen, feeling like they're a fuckboy. You got an old story about them not wanting relationships or being a fuckboy or something, and you not being loved or chosen. You got to fix that and see you on in a relationship together. I moved with an SP. He asked my friend about me and asked her to call me up. It was 4 in the morning. He asked to see me. I said no. Next day I met him at a party, but we barely spoke. It was awkward. Oh no, darling. Why does it happen like this? Well, maybe you decided that you fucked it up or something happened in your mind, like, oh, I hope I didn't make the wrong decision not answering him at 4 in the morning and blah, 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 blah. And then you decided it was awkward. Decide it was awkward for him. Decide he was nervous to talk to you. Take the awkwardity out of it. It's not a word. Awkwardness out of it and decide that it was awkward because he was so nervous because he wanted to talk to you. That's why it was awkward. Not awkward like they didn't want to talk to you. Change the story about that. Also, I had a very weird moment yesterday when I was anxious because I started thinking, what if SP gets another girl pregnant? Stop thinking that. Guys, if you start thinking that shit, I tell you right now, you'll manifest that. Because fears will manifest if you dominantly think them. I'm really sorry to scare the shit out of you. Please banish that from your mind. You've got to really take control of your mind, guys. As soon as you think those shitty thoughts, get rid of them and imagine you pregnant with their baby. Third party now works with me, so I see her almost daily and I just watch my SP repeating and doing everything that I've affirmed for her. To her. Oh, really? Okay, so imagine him doing it to you. Imagine you're the chosen one and work on your self-concept more than anything, Elaine. And if it's throwing you, seeing her there, banish her as much as you can from your mind and try not to interact with her or see her, be around her if it really triggers you. I'm a masterful manifester. I woke up this morning and decided that I want to see SP, so I affirmed he will ask to meet. Guess who's meeting up with SP later? Oh, you did that? Doing my best, Loz. I really am. If you had seen my thoughts 6 months ago, you'd be proud. Good, Kylie, good. Look, guys, I know so many of you, when I yell at you, you've come so far and I'm still yelling at you. I know, guys, I know. You should be proud of yourself, okay? Marian, I'm so glad to catch your lives now. It's 2 a.m. where I am, so I'm usually asleep, but I quit my job recently to go and focus on manifesting my dream career. Oh, well, good for you, darling. You do that. Imagine you've already got it. Guys, you've got to understand the lives I post every day, they're replays. So a lot of people think they've missed my live. The Tuesday, YouTube Tuesday that I'm doing right now is the only actual live one on YouTube. All the rest are replays from like a year ago on TikTok. Okay. Oh my God, I'm here. Nice to see you. Oh, Laura. I had indirect movement with SP. Good, darling. Since I've started your self-concept night takes, I dream about me and him being in a relationship every night. What can I affirm so he takes me on a date? Well, just imagine you're in the relationship. We go on so many dates. He's always taking me on dates. But say that as a person who's in a relationship, not we're dating to get to the relationship. See yourself on dates. Script the dates. Imagine the dates. SP, his baby mama is in rehab and I'm affirming that she is healing and that we are in a healthy blended family. She texted me yesterday and asked to be friends. Oh, you did that, Jenny. Wonderful. Yeah, see it that way, that you all get on together, you're friends, everything's resolved and you all get along so well and you're a good blended family. That's great. Guys, if you don't worry about something made up, tell yourself that you have problems to think about and that ain't one of them. Yes, that's great about something you made up. Please don't worry about things you made up. A lot of you are making up a whole lot of stories about shit that isn't true and then you're worrying about it. I've been asking myself, why not? And then I start thinking negative thoughts. Why can't I have SP, etc.? I can because I'm the creator and nothing can stop me. That's wonderful. Why can't I? Yeah, decide that. Argue with your mind, guys. Well, fuck, of course I can. I'm the creator. I can have what I want. Wonderful. My SP was playing a word game and the words chosen and chose is the words he found. I had to giggle. Ah, oh, Laura, the ways love that. Wonderful. Hi, Loz. I'm new. I agree with your concept. So you make it so simple. Just curious how you discovered it and do you know its origin? Well, I mostly teach from Neville Goddard, darling. So go and read Neville's lectures or his books or listen to his lectures. There's heaps on YouTube, like a channel called Neville and the Law, or a girl called Lila reads his books on Nevolution too, or I think on the original Nevolution channel. I can't remember what it's called now. But that's where mostly I got my law of assumption learnings from. Okay, and also from all the therapy I've done. I've kind of combined it all. That's kind of where I learned all this. Thank you. It's a good sign that I dream about me and him every night when I listen to your night tapes and find it hard to sleep when I listen to them twist and turn a lot. Yeah, guys, sometimes they are hard to listen to. Maybe turn the sound right down, but sometimes they are hard to listen to because your brain's fighting you while you're listening. But it's good that you dream about them. It's great. Can we affirm in future tense? Like we will be? We can, but I prefer it's done. It's here now. But it's up to you however you do it, guys. I had a dream, me and SP were together. I woke up smiling and felt him next to me. It was crazy. Oh, wonderful. I love that. Guys, if you're having good dreams about them, give it excellent meaning because you're dreaming it up. Give it good meaning. I've been dreaming about people calling SP my ex. What does that mean? Should I see me and him together more? I've been focusing on me. Guys, you can either give your dreams lots of weight or no weight. I don't give my dreams any weight. Sometimes I have the most fucked up dreams. I wake up in the morning and I just laugh. And I go, what was that about? If you start worrying about it, think about how imaginative your subconscious is. It'll come up with a whole lot of shit. You ever had really weird dreams? Well, were they real? Sometimes you guys are giving way too much weight to things that seem real, like a third party or him getting someone pregnant dreams. But then you might have had dreams about you being an alien the night before. You're going to give that weight? You're going to wake up thinking you're a fucking alien? You guys are thinking and giving too much weight to your dreams, some of you. Only do it if it's a good dream. Okay? I'm afraid my SP is coming to propose with a dozen red roses, seeing rings and red roses on ads on my social media. Oh, what else? Reflecting your thinking. That's great. Yes, I usually think it's a way to release them. Do that. Yeah, to release all those old fears will do. If your dreams are releasing your old fears, see it that way. Eileen, yes, guys. Have you got any more questions, guys? I can't see many questions here. So, what should we call this live? Dreams about SP. And what else did we talk about? Dreams about SP and a lot of third party stuff going on in here. Just friends. We're talking about just friends and benefits or just friends. So I'll call it just friends and dreams about SP. Okay. The thumbnail, red thumbnail. You can watch it back, guys. So nice to catch you, though. Yes. Don't give it negative meaning. Yes. Okay, I understand. So self-concept in the friends and benefits situation will change. Guys, the friends and benefits situation you created with your self-concept in the first place, of feeling unchosen, feeling not the girlfriend, feeling like they were a fuck boy or they were a player or they didn't want a relationship or you weren't good enough. It's a whole lot of I'm not good enough thinking about yourself normally. That's how you get yourself in that situation. You'll say yes to the situation. You'll take the crumbs because you feel that you just take what you're given and then you created that and now you've got to uncreate it, okay? Can you talk more about how to change friends' benefits to a relationship? All you've got to do, guys, is work on the self-concept of you feeling good enough to be the girlfriend. You've got yourself in that situation. You've got to get yourself out of it by feeling like I deserve better than this. Of course, I'm the girlfriend. What girl who's the girlfriend would put up with this shit? I want the full relationship. I want dates. I want cuddles. I want kisses. I want texts every morning and every night. I want them living with me. I want roses. I deserve that. Not I just get booty calls and I just get once a week visits and I just get the occasional text and I just get sexual. If you see yourself as only sexual, if you see yourself as not good enough, if you see yourself as the crumb taker, you'll be the crumb taker. You've got to see yourself differently for them to see you differently in all situations, guys, whether it's friends with benefits, whether it's another person who's been chosen over you and there's a third party, whether it's cultural differences, whatever. You've got to decide that whatever the 3D is showing you or whatever you used to believe about you or them, you are now the new you and they're the new them. Okay? You've got to radically change your thinking about yourself and them. My self-concept course will be out soon, guys, and in that you'll be able to investigate things like how did you get yourself in a friends and benefits situation in the first place based on your subconscious thought about yourself. So if you have a dominant thought, you can investigate in the course, in the assessment, that you aren't good enough. That's where the friends with benefits started and came from, and that's why it might happen a lot in your reality, or you might never get good relationships because you always feel not good enough. So in the self-concept course, it will help you to fix that initial problem that causes the friends with benefits. There's always a secondary cause, guys. You started it, and then the cause outside, the thing outside of you looks like it's the problem, but you started it with your thinking about yourself. Okay, that's why it's a self-concept course. Do ISPs have free will? No one has free will in your reality, darling. Everyone is simply reflecting your dominant thinking about you, yourself, them, and situations. Okay, that's why affirmations work. That's why you manifest your reality, because no one can do anything but reflect your thinking back to you. Should I stop sleeping with him if we're friends with benefits? Guys, stopping or doing anything in the 3D won't make any difference. It's what you're thinking about it. If you decide that stopping sleeping with them is the way to go, then it'll be the way to go. But if you decide, I'm going to stop sleeping with them because I have to focus on myself, but then you start having fears that means you'll lose them, then you'll lose them. It's whatever you're thinking about what you're doing. What you're doing out here doesn't matter. What you're doing in here matters more. It matters completely. It matters 100%. It's creating what happens out here. So what you do out here doesn't matter. Right? So if I want to reach out just to get this over with instead of waiting on him, is that messing with my manifestation? Get what over with, darling? Get what over with? You're creating it with your mind. If you do anything out here, you'll fuck it up. So good luck with that. Did you hear anything I just said? Hi, Mario, darling. How are you? I was watching some coach on TikTok and she said circumstances might matter in some cases, and if we give it that meaning as well. Does the silly bitch know you created the circumstances so you can change them? Guys, the word coach gets thrown around a lot on TikTok and YouTube and all these other platforms where people can just pick up a camera and start filming themselves and copy what other people say and regurgitate what other people say. You know how easy it is to make a 3-minute video? You see the amount of bitches that go on TikTok and they make videos where they pause it every like 20 seconds? I just talk on mine. I never edit them. There are girls who look like they're experts on law of assumption. They regurgitate me and Sammy Ingram and Kimberly's word for word, and they're doing this and stopping, or they're just regurgitating what I said on my video the day before. And apparently they're a coach and they're charging more than I used to charge for my coaching, or more than Sammy charges. And I think you're regurgitators. Be careful who you fucking watch, guys. Anyone can say they're a coach. Okay? You created the circumstances, so you can change them. He's going above and beyond to spend time with me. That's wonderful, darling. SP tells me he wants to be with me, but his daughter adores the third party, and the third party tells him she's going to kill herself. Oh, I've been working on self-concept, listening to the night affirmations. What am I doing wrong? Well, you're thinking that she runs the whole thing, that he's going to pander to her, that she's got this influence over him, that she's a nutcase and he's not going to leave because of XYZ thing she said. So you fuck, darling, until you stop allowing her to control what happens to you. Apparently, she's the whole problem. It's not her. You're deciding that the reason you can't get what you want is because of her. It's got nothing to do with her. Your brain has just found the reason why. And I bet you've got a deep core fear that other girls are better than you. And that's why you put her as the problem in your life. She's not the problem in your life. All you need to decide is your SP loves you more, loves you, is with you, and that bitch vanishes. No matter how much his daughter likes her. No matter how many threats she makes. But you've decided she's the problem, so she'll be the problem. Because you deep down don't feel good enough or loved by him or lovable. It's nothing to do with her, darling. Go on, listen to my banished third-party sleep tape and work on your self-concept, because he's just reflecting you and she's reflecting you. It was just because I was isolated and lost myself through lockdown and didn't realize why I accepted friends with benefits. Yep, guys, sometimes you'll do it because you just don't feel good enough about yourself at the time. Might be a blip. Your self-concept might not have been good at the time because of you were isolated and the C word. How come heaps of guys are double messaging me and chasing me, but SP hasn't yet? Probably because you've got an old story about the SP. I literally have to scroll straight past other coaches now. I can only watch you. I agree, Jean. Some of them are so confusing. What are we talking about? Coaches on TikTok aren't that trustworthy. Anyone can call themselves a coach there. Guys, honestly, the amount of people that I see regurgitating what I say, and I know they used to follow me and they've taken the follow you off. So they don't follow me anymore, but they follow me on another account, or they watch my lives, or they watch my videos. Anyone can just go to my account, watch the video without actually following me anymore. Right? And then I'll hear them literally word for word say what I just said in a video, or use my expressions or use my teachings. Sammy Ingram must get that. Kim must get that. It's so infuriating, and it's just regurgitation. Anyone can prop up their phone and talk for 3 minutes, but can they sit on a live for an hour and answer people's questions and change the person's thinking and actually have an effect on them? If they're not actually on lives affecting, and some people do lives, but their content is confusing. They yell at people. They block them when they don't hear what they want to hear. There's some coaches that are hella triggered and are doing lives. Be very, very, very careful what you consume, guys. There are only certain people on here I would watch. There are only certain people on TikTok I would watch. On TikTok, I would only watch Sasha. I am Sasha Official. Shannon at Lifestyle Manifesting. Kimberly at Manifesting with Kimberly, who's also here on YouTube. Kim Velez, who's also here on YouTube. And that's it. Okay. Then on here, I would only watch Kimberly Kim. I think now Shannon's got her own YouTube. Who did I say? Sammy Ingram. And Create Your Future. Create Your Future is the OG channel. You should all be subscribed to Create Your Future as well. I know they say law of attraction, but it's really a law of assumption channel. Be very careful. They're the only people you should watch. Other people are tarot readers that are doing law of assumption. What are you doing being a tarot reader doing law of assumption? What? Guys, be careful. Oh, she blocked me, darling. So let's not talk about her. She's a triggered bitch. Um, Hang on. Where am I? Talking to a guy, found out he had a girlfriend. She told me, I was gutted. Well, you probably got a whole lot of I'm not good enough thinking, darling, or I can't trust guys. And then that shows up. Took me off Insta and blocked me, but kept me on Facebook and watching my stories. I'm so confused with what I'm doing wrong. How that shows up, darling, is I used to get that all the time. I used to go out and guys would hit on me, and my friends would be like, they have a wedding ring. And I'd be like, what? Like I wouldn't even notice, but the taken people would find me in a room. They would fucking find me in a room, and they're either not over the girlfriend, married, had a girlfriend, had a wife. It's a whole lot of I'm not good enough thinking, and you'll literally not be chosen. You'll pick a person who's unchoosable, even if you didn't even know the information at the time. It's reflecting your self concept of feeling not good enough, not chosen. Go and do my own chosen sleep check, please. Name and shame the laws. No, I'm not going to name and shame the bad creators. I'm just going to tell you the ones you should watch. They're the only ones you should watch, guys, in my opinion. Okay? Dropping in with another update, laws. SP has fully conformed, is a completely different person now, and says she's falling for me. Oh, they're bloody gone. All things I've thought with thought transmission came true. Oh, wonderful, Snowy. Oh, congratulations, darling. Keep going. It's working. It worked. Wonderful. Hey, Loz, long time no watch. This just jumped. Life have been so good. Same with SP. Couple of little triggers that pop up. Doesn't matter, darling. Now and then, but affirm there and then. Thank you for literally giving me control of my life. Oh, wonderful, Kylie. Look, guys, they will trigger you, okay? Especially when you got back together and there's old story little things or little things they do or little things that irk you. It'll happen. So just like you said, do it then and there and affirm then and there on the spot. I sometimes like affirm in the kitchen with someone there, right? It's like, guys, if I haven't mentioned the person, if the people you're asking me about, if I didn't mention them in that list of people, I don't recommend them. Okay, I'm not going to sit here bagging people out. The amount of people who ask me about other creators, and then I feel like I'm bitching about them, and they get hella triggered and they block me only because I'm like, no, that's wrong what they just said, and then I get blocked by them or something. I'm not going to sit here and bitch about other coaches. The coaches I recommended, the YouTubers like Sammy and Kim and Kimberly and blah blah blah, and the TikTokers like Sasha and Kim and Kimberly and Shannon and that, the people I recommend. Okay. Also, what affirmations for a fully booked salon? I'm so booked out. I need to close my booking sheet, or I need to close down my calendar, or I can only book a month ahead of time because I've got so many bookings. I've got so many bookings. I need new staff members. Things like that, darling. I'm overbooked. Do you change USP to a completely different person with self-concept? They reflect you. So if you change you, they change. They can only reflect you, guys. If you're loved and lovable, they'll love you. But you've also got to try and get rid of the old story about them if that's really prevalent in your mind as well. Okay, but the old story came from you and your self-concept. Got to understand that. I knew a tarot reader that understood law of assumption and knew what they were reflecting people's thinking. What's your opinion on this? Yes, so if they're a very aware tarot reader and they are very aware that they are only reflecting people's thinking, then great. I actually watch the tarot now on my view page and I actually like it because it reflects my thinking word for word. It's really fucking weird. Week to week, day to day, it changes. Okay, so if you're not affected by it or you find a tarot reader you like, do it, guys. They're only reflecting your thinking. What is this? Where am I? Tan, you're 100% right, Lois. Throughout my life, I haven't felt good enough, worthy, and that other girls are better than me. Well, that's where the problem's coming in, darling. Been working on self-concept, but at 41 years, I need to change. You're amazing. Thank you. Look, guys, sometimes when you're in your 40s, you'll feel like at a loss because you're like, my God, I've got this far and I'm still thinking this way about yourself. It's the time to change. My 40s has been the best era of my life for me. It's the time I knew myself the best, the time when I became the real me and let people really see me and became vulnerable for the first time in my life. I would never go back to the mindset I had in my 30s, especially my 20s. Okay? Doesn't matter what age you are. You can change at any age. It's like Kris Jenner the other day on the Kardashians saying she started her professional career at 40. She's now a billionaire, but she's only 60 something. Right? You can change at any age. Just decide. All right, darling? Ellie, I saw that one. I don't reply to some guys on Insta, so they've been triple messaging me on different social media platforms to get my attention. Oh, wonderful. I think my self-concept has improved. I think so too. Tanya, I was manifesting a free cat and my grandma came over with 3 kittens and everything I need. I'm so powerful. Oh, really, darling? 3. Did you take all 3? This stuff is really so simple, but we complicate it so much. All you need is self-concept and new assumptions. Thought transmission is crazy, but it 1000% works. You got to think, guys, if you don't believe this works, think, well, what have I created already? That's the thing people aren't observing. It's like, what did I create already with my shitty thinking? Identify that and you'll realize, wow, this does work because I did it before. So if I did it before, I can do it now. Hi, Loz. I'm really starting to see and learn that circumstances don't matter. It doesn't matter how bad things got because you can fully flip it around. The key thing is patience. Yes. Guys, that's why I say time doesn't matter because a lot of you aren't very patient. You've just got to have a little bit of patience. I'm a very patient person. I think that might come across sometimes as me saying that it might take a while, but it's because I've always been an incredibly patient person in life. I've always just been in long haul thinking. And so I think sometimes when I talk about time and it might take time, people see that as a negative, but it's purely because I'm saying you've got to have some patience here and it will happen. The best, Loz, you're going to do lives on TikTok again? Yes, I'm going to, I promise. Any more questions, guys, that I missed? It's like SP is a new person. It's absolutely crazy. Oh, wonderful, Snowy. Friends and benefits to no contact to now he wants a relationship, but it's all on my terms this time. Oh, Snowy, that's amazing. From friends and benefits to no contact to now he wants a relationship. All on your terms. Oh, tell us your ways. That's amazing. My ST was treated badly by women before me. It doesn't matter. He was cheated on, etc. So do I revise that for him so he's not afraid of relationships? You've decided he's afraid of relationships. That's your fucking story about him. Your brain will find all kind of reasons why it's not going to work out for you. Oh, he's all fucked up. He's all kind of fucked up because of his previous relationships, and then it won't fucking work for you because you're attaching the meaning to him. Laura, he could find another girl tomorrow. She won't think any of that shit about him. She won't even know the story, and he'll marry her. But you're real attached to this fucking story. And you know why? Because it's because of your story. Things don't work out for me. I always find guys with issues. I'm always here fixing people. I'm the fixer. If you're the eternal fixer and you always attract people with fucking issues, that's about you. Trust me, because I've done that my whole life. I've had very few guys in my life who didn't need fixing. What's that saying about me? How long would you say it to change self-concept? How the fuck do I know, guys? I can never answer that question. If anyone answers that for you, they are blowing hot air up your ass. They're not in your mind, in your subconscious mind, knowing what you're thinking. Have you fully convinced yourself that you are now the man or woman you want to be? That's how long it will take. It takes as long as it takes for you to convince your subconscious mind that it's true. That's how long it takes, and that's all I can tell you. So how do you reverse being the fixer? You stop putting other people on a pedestal and better than you and their problems better than you, and you start focusing on your own fucking problems, Laura Louise, and focus on your own self-concept and stop being an overgiver and people pleaser, please. That comes from a whole feeling of being not good enough and feeling like everybody else's problems are ahead of yours. They're not. And start thinking, I deserve a guy who's got his fucking shit together. I don't want someone with issues. And then they'll turn up with no issues. But if you keep saying you find the run to the litter and you get guys with issues, they'll just turn up with a whole lot of fucking issues because you don't feel chosen and their issues will be chosen over you. If you've got a whole lot of I'm not good enough, I'm not chosen thinking, even issues will be chosen over you. Alcohol, they might have some addiction, they might have a work issue, they might have an issue with their baby mama. Issues are chosen over you. So that's a whole lot of reflection of you feeling unchosen, even just with their own issues. Their issues come first. They come first. It's all about you. Relationships always work out for me. I attract stable, secure men. Yes, darling, say that, but you've also got to feel stable and secure in yourself. They're only reflecting you. Stop focusing on them. Why are you focusing on them? You can say, I attract stable, secure men all you like, but if you haven't changed your feeling and feeling not good enough, they won't turn up. I got rid of most of that. It was just the one question. Okay, good. Sorry, well, I know, but no, you're saying you've got rid of it, but if you're still focusing on him, then you've made him the problem. He's not the problem. They're never the problem, guys. You've got to understand they're never the problem. Whatever their problem is, isn't the problem. It's your thinking about the problem being the problem. That's the problem. Okay? All right, guys, got to go. Snowy, congrats for your SP achievement. I have the same story as you, like friends and benefits, currently no contact, but the relationship is yet to come. Probably the same self-concept you did. Should I do that too? Yes, please, Mello, do that too. Focus on you. See you and your SP together. Don't even worry about the friends and benefits. Don't worry about the no contact. See you in a relationship, please. Good morning, beautiful. Always great getting to pick up for the first day ahead. Hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, Angel, thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining me. The thumbnail will be Dreams About SP and Just Friends or Friends with Benefits or something like that. A red thumbnail. And I'll be live again tomorrow, 9 p.m. EST. And then I will try and go live this week on TikTok, okay? I promise. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. And I will see you soon. Bye, guys.